We're getting a little break from the puppy, but taught her how to sit. It's going pretty well. And no accidents in the house, which is also awesome because that's like the least fun part of having a puppy, I could tell you that. There you go, Cod. Hi, Beige. I don't have a day. It is a Monday. I think we all have a day. Happy birthday, Godfrey. I thought you misread Chucky's message, and that made me laugh so hard. I'm sorry. And those two were unrelated, and it's okay, Chucky. We all misspell sometimes. You shouldn't have told me that, Chucky. I'm going to use these powers that you've given me. Hey, Siri. Play Miley Cyrus. Party in the USA. Had McDonald's for the first time in 7 months, about to enter into a coma from the trauma to the body. We made pizzas on the grill this weekend. That was pretty exciting. Dang it, the one I forgot. You ever seen the highlights that people have when they're like, are you console or PC? And they're like, I'm on Xbox, man. And they're like, hey, Xbox, turn off. And then it turns it off, and he's like, wait, no! And then it just cuts off. There's actually so many like wins that I've seen people get in various games because of that. You use every tool that is at your disposal to win. I respect it. All right, this is the very last day of deals. Wednesday, you ain't going to see this break anymore. So, the proper response from me to you is if you're like, hey, Beige, are you going to do that break deal again from anniversary week? You know what my response is going to be to you? I'm going to give you a hint, okay? No. I'm not doing it anymore. This is the last day. I went nice and close to the microphone so you could hear me loud and clear. And it's all good, Chucky. You got some heat already. You've heard this already? Who'd you hear it from, Ding? You already know what I'm going to say as an insult. You've given me ammunition for the rest of your life. We got 5 months and 100 Zards. What does that come out to? Like 1/10 of a Zard? When are they going to be sent out? Do you mean the breaks from last week? Last week is, you'll probably get tracking tomorrow. Maybe even today. Hey, Ding, you know what would be broken? If you just, you look at what's on the website and you're like, hey, Beige, thanks. That's all. PSA cards, I'll have Nick look at the graded submission, what step it's on. But last time I looked was a little while ago, and it was on phase 5 or 6. Let me hear the next one. Waiting for it. Dominic, thank you for that. 22 months. And also, how many phases are there? There you go. I don't know. I think there's like 6 real ones, and then there's like 7, 8, but those are like the quick ones. I'm not sure. You'd have to look. Ding wants every set that, like, one has jumped up in price significantly. Only, and this is what's going to happen. Ding, if I actually took your suggestion and put what break you wanted up there, you know what you would do? You would grab one spot. And then I would never hear from you again. So maybe I get something that's more well-rounded, and we have fun together. Cool? Cool. Maybe instead of undermining the breaks that I already have on the website that are already ridiculously low price, maybe just enjoy them because this is the last day of them. Nurse, that's crazy. You know what happened? You were there too, and you were in it. It was like, what, a week ago? We did the record-breaking break. And it caused me to have a very stressful week waiting for it to fill. Until I was live. You understand me, Nurse Dad. I love you. You truly are a nurse, Dad. Okay, Nick. Because everyone decided to grab their spots right now, I need updates to the list. And you know where he's going to be? Probably not near a computer to help me, so I'm going to have to do it. What's up, Magenta? Nothing much, dude. My phone battery has gotten so bad that every time I use it, I have to put it back on the charger. Is that good? Because that doesn't sound too good. And my current charging habits will destroy a new phone, so it's a never-ending cycle. Comcast, whenever I call, they actually just hang up the phone on me. They don't even, like, put me to a voicemail. I hear them pick it up and hang up. Need a new battery? I'd say. Ding, stop trying to explain yourself. I'm right and you're wrong. Just accept it. This is how it works here. They got that caller ID. They probably reported me to the police. My last conversation with Comcast, sorry, I had to grab my charger. I didn't feel like I had to announce it because people who, can't sit still for 10 seconds, they might be like, oh, well, I gotta go, bye. No, last time I talked to Comcast, they asked me why I left and what they could do to improve, and I just said, burn the building down, just delete the company, start over, start fresh. Maybe start with produce, and then work your way into electronics, and maybe you find your way back to internet. So I probably, they definitely have my number, flagged No answer from Nick, so looks like I got to update him on my own. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. This is called updating the lists. 1, 2, and 3. And Magenta, it warms my heart seeing you in this chat because you're one of the few people that actually talks to me and you don't just sit here farming Bijbucks. These Bijbuck NPCs have grown cold and just unloving to me. And it has made me a very, you know, a cold person, cold-hearted. 8 and 1, 8 and 2. Well, there's exceptions, Bowling Kid. We know this. We've had this conversation where nobody else was paying attention. You remember those? Because I do. This is scary music. Get this out of here. It's gonna give me nightmares. You just want enough Bijbucks for Gengar? Well, looks like there's no reason to be here anymore. It was nice knowing you, sir. Godspeed. Like Nicolas Cage in that one movie with Alcatraz. The Rock? Yeah. His name was Godspeed. And Ding, you speak, but are you saying anything that's not negative? Yeah. Same. Okay, first two lists, first two breaks are done, so I'm just going to start with those. I'm sure I'll just, you know, magically see the other breaks updated. It does hurt. It does hurt when the only thing that I expect from someone who's in here is just negativity. It does hurt, Ding. You're right. What could you possibly do to change that? Being a, you know, an intelligent human being that is in control of their, you know, their what they type, how they act. What could be done? But I'll tell you what, you know what I won't have? Like, I might not have your affection, Ding, but that one very forced, like, nice comment that you made is going to be immortalized. I'm going to be like one of those families that, like, has, like, very vague inspirational quotes on the wall, like, be all you can be, you know? And it's just going to be a JPEG of your message in chat that I screenshot or Bowling Kid screenshot. I'm just going to slap it on the wall. Slap it. That way, when I wake up in the morning, I could just be motivated right away. I'm going to put it where I sleep above on the ceiling. You're going to be my motivation, Ding. Despite your negativity. Camaro, we're not talking about you. There are exceptions to what I'm talking about. You are one of them. I pulled Ding an alternate full art Lugia, the colorless, the one, like one of the rarest cards out of Silver Tempest. His response was, well, it's not the Entei I wanted. Don't have anxiety. Chucky, you would never hurt a soul. You got a heart of gold, my friend. You've changed the world and motivated me. Ding, maybe we need to encourage this neighbor of yours to just have like an experience where you learn something. All right? Sad times? There's no sad times. I just have to make examples of people who are toxic. If I pull him the Entei, I'm keeping it. I've earned it at this point with the abuse that I've taken from him. And Ding. What did you say that's fair? Stand my ground. Like is that what you're supposed to do with bears? No, I don't think so. Make myself look very big. I need another water, and we can start. Water's in the garage, not the fridge. All right, my phone is plugged in. I wish I could buy a new battery. The puppers is doing good. I taught her how to sit. Luna is doing fantastic. Goliath, though, the dog, the other dog that we've had, zero help. And I had a talking with him. He doesn't play with her unless he's outside. Otherwise, he avoids her, and he hasn't been no help at all. And I was home alone, and it was a lot of things at once, and it was a stressful week. And just to spite me, I got the puppy asleep at like 1 in the morning. Put her in the cage. G jumps off the bed. And he just puts all his weight into it, wakes her up, it's all over. So I was not a happy camper with the other dog, but I still love him. Chucky, we ship on a weekly basis. So we're going to get tracking probably about like tomorrow or the next day. Sound good? My guy? The cards are coming. Where do I ship to? Well, international packages, what we do is instead of using an international courier, I just put all your cards in a nice little cork bottle and I just send it into the ocean. It'll get there. How is it hard to type when I put my face close to the mic? That shouldn't affect you. Am I coming through your screen? All right, cheers. Let's get some heat. That's not turkey. Also, something made me sleep funny, and my neck has a twinge, but I'm running an electric current through my back, so we're good. Sounds good, Chucky. Chucky, I tried to have you win a gift card in the gaming channel, and you went AFK. I'm sorry. But not really, because it's not my fault. Once again, my response to those saying, hey, Beige, remember those breaks that you did on Monday that you said that was the last day we will be doing them? And then you asked me, like, hey, can you post some more of those? My response will be no. So take advantage while you can now. Has last week's shipping gone out yet? Do you mean like every week where it's sent like you get the tracking like Tuesday or Wednesday? Being that it is Monday, no. You couldn't wait until... Dude, those giveaways are free. And it takes a lot of time away from the game I'm playing if I'm waiting. This is a very good song. Ship your break? I already did, dude. It's only dings that I'm holding back, really. No, I know. Just know, I'll tell you what, Chucky. I made an exception and I waited like an extra minute. You're in break 15 for this Friday. Ship it now, please. Thanks. All right, you got it, dude. I'll have it expedited. I'll have the mayor just, just draw up a binding resolution for you to just get your cards before I even get the break open. No, nothing to be sorry about, Chucky. I love you. What's up, Descendants fan? What is Descendants? Is that like a Disney show? New Smurgle? Haven't been paying attention to Smurgle, I'm going to be honest with you. Yes? Okay. All you care about is PSA 10 Shuckle? I think that's like the only card that I'd actually cause like damage to. All collecting is sacred to me except Shuckle. It's where I draw the line. If they do an alt art Shuckle, just the sensible thing, I'd have like a card shredder or an incinerator just ready on hand to properly, dispose of said card. No, dude, I'd have to give it to you because you paid for it. I wouldn't destroy people's stuff. Are you nuts? I got people complaining about they want their cards instant transmission to their doorstep before I even open the break. Do you think that they would be happy if I incinerated their cards? Absolutely not. I'm quoting Dragon Ball Z. I'm sorry, Chucky, but it was necessary. I had to. Because teleporting, just using the word teleport wouldn't have gotten my message across. I needed to articulate myself from the DBZ universe. Ding, if you want to add like an extra $50 bill for shipping, you can have it. I'll hand deliver it to you. It's sensible, right? It's not inefficient to just pack it. You know what we should do too? To save even more time, I should do each individual card, even the bulk, in their own envelope. And use a stamp on each of them and then get tracking for each envelope. It's the sensible thing to do. Top loader on every card. You're just scratching the surface, Oives. You're literally like, you're not thinking big picture, okay? Every card must be blessed by a local bishop before being shipped to your house, okay? We're going to get religion involved. If you weren't raised Catholic, not my problem. I'm going to have the bishop bless your cards. Dang, I don't need any lip from you, okay? I know what I'm doing. Thank you. Did you get one of them online ordained things? If you haven't figured it out already, I'm very sarcastic on this beautiful Monday. Who's got fire? Not Ding. In your face. That's what you get. Now say you're happy for Josh, because that's who got it. Damn, dude. Even Chucky's laughing at you. Feels good. Good guys win today. Bad guys lose. And it's gradable, by the way. You blessed that pull? Dude, Magenta left right as it was getting funny. Because he would have been rolling right now. You're going to bed? Now, come on, Ding. You can't quit after you've been doing this to me for the past 2 weeks. I'm simply giving it back. I don't get to just say, you know what, guys? I quit today. I'm going to bed. I still pressed on. So you be a good sport, and you take it. With love. Because normally I'm not like this. But what's fair is fair. Is the fishing event over? Because I didn't catch any fish this entire event. Worst event ever. Never want to do it again. Nothing like rubbing salt in the wound. It's almost as if when I am like aggravated about something that's a certain sunbone with the name Ding would always be there just to make it that much better. Like you said, rubbing salt. Yes, correct. Isn't cloyster a fish? It's a mollusk. Cares? I caught it and I didn't get no stats for it. That sucks. Electric? Six days left for fishing. Well, I still have not. I don't think I've caught a single fish like for the competition. Legit. The cloister would have been a nice one, but apparently that's not a fish, even though it's in the ocean. You know, would you consider shellfish a fish because it's in the word? It's just a fish with a shell. Is a hot dog a dog? I mean, depending on what country you're in, it might be a dog. Certain countries value different animals to be consumed. So that's a good answer. Does dual type exempt it from the competition? Because I feel like if like a lantern came up, that would count, right? Radiant Sneasler. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if it's dual type, I feel like that's not like a good explanation for that. Because there's not a fish type, it's water. So, like, technically every water type should be included. Unless they specifically are going by, like, the description of the Pokemon. Yeah, let's get internal affairs on this. It's not looking good for a hearing right now. Rev Aaron's been investigated like 22 times for every time he's won a gift card. Unrightfully, but, you know, he's gotten in good with everyone in that department. Kyrian. Last pack magic right there. And Ryan, you got some good stuff. And also Josh, congrats on the Enta. And everyone in chat is equally happy for you. There's no outliers that are salty or, you know, have any sort of jaded point of view. Everyone's just happy for you. Equally. Unilaterally. Ain't that right, everybody? Not excluding or not, you know, just singling anybody out. For those of you that are responding, I feel like if you didn't like catch like the blatant just foreshadowing, it's not you. All are happy, yes. Happy, like, you know, camping might be a bold assumption. Not everyone likes to camp, but in this case, you maybe could say happy campers. It might be a bit bold, but I'll allow it. If anyone takes offense to being called, you know, a person who likes to camp, like go outdoors, I don't care. Looks like we've got one spot left in 4 and one spot left in 5. Just a heads up to all you beautiful people out there on the internet. So I finally swapped out the propane hose on the grill outside. And let me tell you, I almost broke the grill from trying to unscrew it like the normal way, lefty loosey. The threading was inverted. So that means lefty is not loosey. I figured that out eventually, but I probably almost broke the grill. Just out of pure, just like, will of just bending metal. Camaro King, I feel like you're lying to me because I just had to deal with this last week. Because if it truly happened to you, I feel your pain. I woke up and I was instantly enraged. I'm dead serious too. I got like a rubber one because they don't carry the metal ones in store, but I'm gonna buy like a metal covering for the hose. So whatever animal decides to chew on it, just ends up breaking their teeth. I have a side burner as well. I haven't used it yet. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like I'm never going to use it, but I'm glad I have it. I feel like I filled up the grill a couple times, but like I've never been like, all right, let's fire up this side burner here. Like I'm Gordon Ramsay. Let me get my little like flambe going here on the side. We made pizzas on the grill this weekend. It was pretty good. What occasion did you use it for? Were you like sautéing some onions on the side? That's like the only thing that I could think of. There you go. So that's the only reason why you'd use a side burner on a grill. There you go. A little caramelized onion action on the side. I could respect that. Of course. We all made personal pizzas, but we all shared. But mine, I got very creative with mine. Instead of regular sauce, I went with the open pit barbecue sauce. A little chicken, onion diced up, cheese, and then did like a little design on the top with the barbecue. Sealed it off. One time and it burnt the bottom of your pan. That'll do it, yeah. That's the thing too. You have to buy like specific pans for the grill. Because I use a sheet pan when I'm making like a chicken that's like been marinated. And if it's teriyaki, you put that directly on the grill, it just burns. And like, it's because there's sugar in it. Indirect though, perfect. I destroyed one of the sheet pans, but it's the designated grill pan now. I just wrapped it in foil. Oh, hey, Ding. What's up, dude? How you doing? Do you admit defeat yet? Or must I continue? But dude, of all the stupid things that I had to deal with this week, having the propane hose just chewed through by a squirrel was not what I expected. I don't even think it was on my list of guesses if I had one. That is fighting. Ryan, there you go. Ryan, you also had grass, right? No, Aaron had grass. But you had trainer. Aluminum foil deters them? How about like a braided like metal thread around it? I almost don't want it to deter them. I want another squirrel to try to eat it after I coat it in metal. That way that like maybe in the future it'll like be passed on to their other squirrel like descendants to never do that again. And I would say that my battle with the squirrels has now been won. It's over. They lost. The wasps are next. My entire property is hostile to this species of wasp. There will be traps everywhere. I'm gonna plant carnivorous plants. Even if they die out when it gets cold, I don't care. It'll be worth it to me. Pretty sure Pyumuku is like one of the most worthless Pokemon that I could waste a Pokeball on, but I'll catch it. When I was unloading the 50 bricks out of my truck, it was still warmer out, and this wasp like came in and was like trying to intimidate me in my own garage. We went to war. Hopefully the coldness like killed everything off, because it went from 90 degrees back down to 20, and it that's the only thing that like has made me happy is like every bug is just done. It's definitely going to stunt the growth for a while. Also, this break is absolutely popping off. I'm happy I didn't catch that. That's good. Also, Bowling Kid, I feel like if I try for Legend again, I'll hit it like very easily now. After hitting it once. I don't know if I'm going to try for it though. It'd be stupid not to waste the star bonuses though while I have them. Well, it reset again. You know what I've been running into now? I ran into a couple like Death Knight decks that made it look like they were Control Death Knight, and then they just ended up being Frost. Like they had the one dude that raises makes your deck bigger and makes you have 35 health. Right, this month. That was like the new trolliest thing I think I ran into. I was expecting to like just have a control matchup and then all these Frost DK cards come out. I was like, ah, you sneaky little devil. I still won though. I made that new warrior deck and it's fantastic. I summoned a minion today for 0 mana and it had 56 health, 56 damage. For those of you that are not knowledgeable at Hearthstone, that's ridiculous for 0 mana. It's like made up health at that point and damage. It's make-believe. It's unfair, but you know what else is unfair? Everyone who plays aggro paladin or Frost DK. That's also not fair. So this is my way of giving back. The meta is full control or full aggro. They need to fix it. Starman 2000, thank you. I love you. Don't make it weird, though. I gave up on the Hunter deck, dude. My luck with that deck is absolutely horrible. I just sputter out. It's a Spudoops. Spudoops. So you've told me, Chucky. And I have no way of helping you, seeing as I do not work for Battle.net or Activision Blizzard, which is also the same company. That acquisition is set to be Microsoft's buyout of them. I think it's going to be finalized pretty soon. I think the date is actually named already. But people are buying up the shares for Activision Blizzard because the price that Microsoft is paying for them is already set, and their stock is below that price right now. You only do weird? I mean, I guess that's fine. We are family friendly in here, though. Unless you're on the gaming channel, then you can just have at it. As long as it's not hateful or just being a bad person. Sometimes I have to remind people of that. There was a person that made me ban the word foot and feet. And I think you could put that together as a knowledgeable person of the internet. So if you ever have to describe something, there's always the system of international units or whatever they call it these days. Or just convert to inches or yards. Last pack magic again. Let's go. It's a solid break. Ryan, well done in your spots. Also, Ryan, thank you for having your name run off of this nice box that I made, and I wasn't going to resize it. just to make a point. You ended up next to number 10, but like winning the lottery would be like getting number 10 and fighting Dragon with your name. It's happened a few times with other long names. All right, I got to randomize the other breaks now. Welcome back, Dominic. We almost filled everything on the website, or we did fill everything on the website, and Nick just hasn't updated it yet. Pain and suffering. Allergies. Because it doesn't know what weather to be anymore. I thought we all agreed it wasn't going to be cold anymore, but here we are. On this 40-degree day. Also, Wednesday is going to be such a switch up that you guys are like, you're not going to be able to like think straight. Thank you. Camaro, you have a good night too, dude. Love you. It's going to be a good time. Lists are good. Good luck. I think I'm calling a gold out of Crown right here. Kind of feel it. A little bit. Giratina would be nice. Honestly, it would be. Not against that. We still have yet to see the VMAX alternate Mew and the Hyper Mew. Happy Monday to you, sir. That is a very majestic alternate for Psychic. You do not see a lot of that card. I honestly forgot it was in the set. And it's very gradable, between a 9 and a 10. Gorgeous. Very good. Furfro with a Rillaboom. I don't do international shipping unless it's to Canada currently. The reason for that, Starman, even though I know you're not one of these people, you're probably amazing, you know, good guy, not even being sarcastic. I once, when we did do international, I would have this one guy who would do this like crazy funny thing where he would message me every day asking where his cards were, even though, you know, between crossing the U.S. border for customs, then going overseas and then getting into their customs and then having inevitable delays in between, it took longer. So because of that, just relentless badgering from a few international customers, we decided it's no longer worth it for us. In the future, it might change. But currently, not. You can use a middleman. People have used middlemen in the past. I will ship to them. But our responsibility ends once we ship it to the address you give us. You're telling me, dude. You're telling me. You're preaching to the choir. I'd love to ship to you, but it's just, right now, not in the stars. And it is more expensive because, you know, it'll be more expensive for you, per se. So Meryl is not a fish type Pokemon, got it. Pretty gradable on that alt. That's 2 alts from Chilling. Or no, one was from Chilling, one was from Fusion. But yeah, Starman, sorry for that. A few bad apples can ruin it for the bunch. And when I'm saying bad apples, like rotten, there's like a wasp nest inside. Worst thing you could think of. The apple from Snow White, where literally she almost dies. She's like in a coma. That's how bad of an apple we're talking here. Well, it would have prompted you to that you didn't have an option, luckily. And I appreciate your honesty. Lumineon and Sinister. Who knew that international shipping, like crossing an ocean and customs twice, would be like, you know, take longer to get to someone? Who could have foresaw that, right? Just crossing a full ocean. I don't even think it's that, Starman. I think it's just people slowly just becoming less understanding and more like just nagging and more soft. I don't know, really. I'm a person who doesn't complain until like a very like there needs to be a very strong catalyst for me to say anything. Otherwise, I'm very understanding. You're telling me, Dominic, I can't draw anything. I could barely trace. Arcana. You could trace pretty good. Yeah, me not so much, dude. As soon as the paper gets like unlined up, I'm done. Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that, Starman. There's really nothing wrong with that. More people would need to be like that in the planet. Because I've dealt with some, like, I grew up with my dad having a restaurant and seeing what he had to go through. I have my own business now, and it's people. Some people are just like the worst. And that's just, it's sad, but it's just what it is. I can kind of color in the lines. I could do that pretty well. Thornton. Pretty popping off break right now. Pretty solid. That pack came right back into my face. Radiant Gardevoir as well. These one boxers are very solid. Mr. Bickford getting a nice alt. There's a couple nice alts in there. Is that like 3 alts? She a little tick on the bottom, my guy, but it's a gorgeous card regardless. If it was my card, I'd grade it anyway, but that's up to you. You can disagree with me now, only to realize 5 years from now you're like, damn, I should have graded that, even if it would have gotten an 8 or a 9. But that's your prerogative, my friend. Have not seen a lot of that card. All right, 4 is good to go. 5 will be randomized next if it's full, and 6 as well. Apparently I need to update the list or we're on 4 right now. Saying randomizing got me all excited. Just minimized OBS and it gave me a mini heart attack. I thought I ended stream on accident. Yeah, that's. I feel like a specific example is being alluded to. Can't put my finger on it. It'll come to me later or something. Just being a dingbat. It's crazy. It's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know what it was. Also, I think it's like 3 streams running without being sunk. Except for at the end of the stream when I drove my boat deliberately to pretty much be sunk. I think next gaming stream, I'm just going to stack as much loot as I can. I hate going Reapers solo because it is the worst experience solo. Working on baseboards. Very nice. No, Sea of Thieves. Been playing Sea of Thieves. Closest thing I've played to Tarkov is probably DayZ. Which is also like can be a rough solo experience. But I do enjoy DayZ for what it is. Base building and accumulating loot and whatnot. Never got into the whole Tarkov thing. I watched gameplay of it and I was like, this is like kind of watered down DayZ. And I didn't really care for it. I know a lot of people like it though. I think that was the funniest DayZ stream though, like on that one server before it wiped, where I killed a squad at a helicopter crash, and then a helicopter started circling me from above, dropping off people. I was probably like the craziest like DayZ moment I've ever witnessed. I killed one of like the clan members on that server, and everyone it was like I threw a rock at like a hornet's nest. They were hunting me down. Melodic. Superior. Grass. NPC activated is right, dude. I still have zero explanation for when I had that one boat dead to rights, like the first boat where I got the powder keg on. That is disgusting for colorless, Aaron. I don't know where that guy shot me from on Sea of Thieves. Only explanation is he respawned behind me, but it's not really a spawn point. Or he jumped off the back of the boat, which I don't think happened. They ended up quitting anyway, so I won, but still. Nobody caught the Corsola, and Corsola doesn't count for the fishing event. I feel like this wasn't a well thought out event. There should have been a lot more fish Pokemon. In hindsight, to prevent that from ever happening is you go below deck and you just put your back to a wall. One of them died from the explosion. I don't think both of them did. And then when I stole the chest from the 3-man ship, they chased me and then gave up. Last Tuesdays? Thought I caught everything up. So maybe there's one more that I have to catch up. Okay, I see that. That's the last one I need to catch up then. And you're not being a bother at all. I thought I caught them all up, and you showed me that I didn't. I'll do that before the end of stream as well. And thank you. Professor's research. Is that you, Clyde? Let's go. Welcome home. How is the puppers?
She's being sassy.
She's being sassy? Uh-oh.
They ordered a DNA test for her.
For the dog, so we can figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Instead of just dog that is small in the description of the Humane Society.
No, but it's a black and white puppy.
Black and white puppy, yeah. Dog that is small.
Dog species.
It is a dog, canine. How was my weekend? My weekend was pretty good. How was your weekend? That is the wrong card trick? No, it was the right card trick. Doubted myself. What is this set? Lost Origin. Or Scarlet and Violet if you were talking about the trainer. It's so quiet without the puppy. Not having to like act like we're defusing a bomb every day walking through the house. Because we don't want to wake her up on accident.
Oh, I was so mad. I got her down for a nap, right?
And then G jumps and makes a
No.
mess.
Then my grandpa came home, woke her up. Then I got her back down. Then my dad came home. I was like, this dog just isn't gonna
It's their
nap.
responsibility now for next week. Went to a friend's engagement party. Nice. Oh, did you mean the steel hit that I just pulled you in the last pack, Mr. Bickford? And then the alt that I pulled you in the break before? Right. I thought that's what you meant. Alright, let me line up the next one. And hollows and reverse hollows, Mr. Red. Let's not downplay the reality of the situation. I also saw a hilarious thing that I'm definitely going to try on the gaming channel, where they farmed specific ghost cannonballs that you usually only get from the world event, but you can get it from a Tall Tale, I think, as well. And they do ridiculous damage, these cannonballs. They're finishers. if you land 2 shots, they're probably gonna sink. So I'm definitely gonna try that next time. Sorry, just random thought that I had while I was sitting here randomizing your brakes. Is there exactly 1 sheet of paper left in the printer? Yep. Fighting dragon? Yes. I'm still sticking with my call of gold. Hey, look, steel first pack. Radiant Jirach. Chestnut. Here they come, Natalie. Ooh, gold trainer. Background stuck again, of course, after updated. Sorry, I was just messing with a setting. I'll worry about it later. What have we got here? That is like seeing a unicorn. Dane, that is insane. Very thick on the top, but that is still a card that you never see. That's a very spicy chicken. Spicy rooster. Psychic. That's actually insane. Quite a way to start the week. I will keep them coming. Fan of Waves, Trainer. Cinderace. I didn't catch Mr. Mime, which is okay, honestly. It's not devastating. Bolton's Electric. Animosity. I'm feeling something coming out here. Something real good here. You know this break has already been very good. I guess it's going to be towards the bottom. It was a very loud train today. Very self-conscious train. Corydon fighting. Mr. Bickford, that is for you. Clean. It's a clean full art, honestly. Gonna have to agree with you on that one there. Goodra. More hits for you. You're welcome. 6 will be the last one for tonight as well. Those of you that took advantage of the deals, good on you. Electric. Parasect with an Orbeetle. A Zard Hunt. When there's more sets with Zards in them. Every break is a Zard Hunt. Kind of. If you really think about it. I know what you're saying though, Chucky. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Some Blastoise hunts. That'd be like, what, 2 sets? That are like not in current sets. What about Simisear hunts, dude? I could do like 10 sets then. Doesn't that excite you? Between tomorrow and Wednesday, Chucky. That is correct. To the email that you provided to us. Two spots left in the last break of this evening. It's time for him to be included. Well, I can't just like wave a magic wand for him to be included, dude. As much as I would love to. This is the last one that I did not have pre-med. 2 spots left. Alright, I just need Chilling Reign Infusion. And both are right here. Nice. Alright, let's see it. 1 spot left. And we're full. Let's get it randomized. Where are you going?
On an adventure
Where?
to the living room.
Don't get lost.
I won't.
All right. Thank you for filling that up. See what we get. Very good. Good luck, everybody. Oh, thanks for typing something, Mullen. Can appreciate it. I know it can be very taxing to interact with the person who's streaming. I do appreciate your sacrifice. Galarian Zapdos. What were you trying to do? Interact with me? Yeah, when you type something to me, I am able to see it and respond to you. Yep, exactly. You did well. Well, you figured it out, right? Where you hit send. After typing like a message. Alone Vulpix. It's funny how like it's just like a one-on-one conversation. You know what I'm saying, my guy? Cricket too. It's crazy. I do appreciate you. Very gradable on that. The thing of it is, though, Bowling Kid, mutes can still type. That is for sure. They might not be able to speak. Rev Aaron, you're not the person of concern. You actually talk to me as well. Wow. You know whose name wasn't on there? Me. I couldn't catch a fish in this convoluted event. So that is Garbo. For those of you that bought into this break, you're welcome. You know, thank you for just rubbing it in for everyone who didn't. Justin, very nice. And she's gradable between a 9 and a 10. Very spicy. I'll have to agree with you, Mr. Casper. Oh, hello. Thank you, sir, for, saying hello. Appreciate you. It's a rare occasion nowadays. Unless it's beige. Where my stuff? Where my free stuff? It is refreshing to hear something that isn't that. I love you. Thank you. Giratina. The irony is hilarious though right now. All the Giratinas. This is true. Fire. You still playing Classic Wrath of the Lich King? Are you one of the few remaining, Casper? Because I hopped off that train months ago and I really don't miss it at all. I don't remember if I've asked you. I think Thick Boy just said he just quit. You don't want to be the reason they die. Well, we weren't the reason they died. It was the people that wouldn't show up after getting their gear. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not logging in anymore. Honestly, doing Nax, showing up for months and just having to herd just people that were not very good at the game and just like a new group of people that we've had to just fill the raids with, I was just like, all right, I'm gonna just see my way out. So there you go. I got one of the one-handed axes, and then I never saw another one even to lose it in a roll. So that was like really like encouraging to me. I think the highlight of my entire like experience of Wrath was getting a Surge Needle Ring and selling it for a ridiculous amount of gold, which I never really got to use because the game died before anything real happened. I actually got it twice, to be perfectly honest, and I sold it both times. They made it so you can get Surge Needle Ring from her. Dude, the price tanked before that. There were just guilds like running it and reserving it. I sold it for like, the first one I sold for like 30K. And the second one I sold for like 20. A little dark. You know what? Scratch that. It wasn't even like the thing that really killed me was farming once a day. Once a day or once a week? Whenever heroics. I think it's once a day. For about 3 months until my best in slot trinket dropped, which was a blue. Off of like Ajul Narub. And none of my friends ever wanted to run it. So I had to form the group and reserve it. Solid final break, guys. Yep. With the resist. It was Biss. It's still Biss, I think. It was Biss until the next raids came out. Very good breaks. Keep an eye on the website for those of you that are here, actually paying attention and interacting instead of, just being NPCs. There's going to be a little switch up on Wednesday. I think it's going to be refreshing, and I think it's going to be very fun. I don't think you're a person in question, Tetsnick. The people in question have not even heard me allude to what I've talked about in the past couple minutes. And that's okay, Casper. You still talk to me when you're here. No idea. Hopefully soon. We'll figure it out. This week is going to be an absolute circus, so not this week. You know what I've wanted to do, though, Tetsnick, is fishing. I I definitely want to like. I'm trying to see if my old rod and reel is attainable from previous things. But we'll figure it out. I'll be on the gaming channel tomorrow and Wednesday here. Sounds good. We'll have to figure it out. Love everything.